you wanna know what it's like, I can't stay here forever, stay here forever. Baby, I'm just keeping it real. You hold me down on the weather, down on the weather. You pull me down, 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 down. I try to turn it around, but you pull me down, 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 down. 10 feet under the ground. You pull me down, 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 down. I try to turn it around, but you pull me down, 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 down. 10 feet under the ground. You pull me down. If only you and me could sail across the sea, I know that we could be forever wild and free. You never lie to me, I love you endlessly. There ain't no place I'd rather be. You pull me down, 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 down. I try to turn it around. You pull me down, 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 down. 10 feet under the ground. You pull me down, 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 down. I try to turn it around. You pull me down, 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 down. 10 feet under the ground. You pull me If you wanna know what it's like, I can't.
And of Alex from his years of competing.
Yep.
In the in the past.
His
So
career,
maybe this is like I lost to one of my idols. Perhaps I think
That
it's
might
the
have
best.
been the thing.
I think it's the best way, the best takeaway that you can have from this.
We should have gotten Camille in here. I think she could handle it. But, okay, look. PRX has been losing all of their scrims until last week.
We're just gonna out that.
And then they lost last week against Gen G. So maybe this is all part of, the secret curse where they beat PRX.
I mean, PRX do have to recover after last week. They did not play a good game last week. They're really looking to bounce back now. When we take a look at the map, Vito, we'll be starting off on Breeze, which is not a map we've seen from either team, I believe, yet. So this is a little bit of a wild card by Team Secret. I like it, trying to mix up that Vito. But then it's split, fractured. Fractured Decider was the one map PRX looked good last week. So for me, if you're a Team Secret fan, I kind of want to see them get this done in 2.
Yeah, I think so. This is going to be really interesting, especially on Fracture. These two teams, I mean, the last time they played against each other was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And Secret won that map. And there's a lot of confidence for PRX right now, just like the former match. But again, you really never know when it comes to Team Secret. I know, Kilios, how were you on this confidence?
I think you deliberated for a while. You text me asking for advice.
Oh yeah, it took a long time to reach a conclusion. No, I mean, even with the form that we saw from PRX, which was abysmal last week, you basically have to predict them every single time. 10 times out of 10 in this position. Ball's Law is a thing, but sometimes there's a couple exclusions. My guess though with the Breeze pick for Team Secret, and I'm curious to see if it works out for them, is I think they want to try to just get Jing off the duelist.
That's for
this
sure.
is where you're likely going to be seeing Forsaken go. I mean, he's not going to be able to go to the yours. Actually, who knows what the hell they're going to do.
But it's not a Raze map, and it's definitely not a Phoenix map. So
Yeah.
I'm very curious as to what competition PRX are going to come out with.
You don't really know with them either.
Yeah, true.
They're always a little bit of a surprise here. And, of course, we want something to be able to step it up. And there's no way he lets 4 matches go in a row without completely demolishing the other team. Well, let's see. We'll send it to the stage, and we're going to welcome 2 teams, Team Secret versus PRX. It's going to be pretty fun, I think.
I hope so.
I think it's going to be pretty surprising.
Fingers crossed.
Team Secret versus PRX. It has been exactly 2 years since these two teams have faced each other on this stage. And back then, Secret won those matches. But things are very different now. The coach is different. We have Ramiro, Berserks, Kelia, Sylvan. These are all brand new players on Secret since the last time these two played each other. But Jesse Bash has a lot of experience against them.
Yeah, they need to lean on their leader today. He knows how to beat this team. So how well can he impart that wisdom? But there's no secret about it. It's that really this team has been struggling. They're on a big loss streak, and it looks like it's only going to keep getting worse. And if they manage to turn things around in the server, we see bright sparks, flashes of inspiration, but it's only here and there. The name of the game is consistency for this roster. Can they find it today?
I need the hope so. I mean, what a win it would be, obviously, if they're able to find it. I mean, PRX, nothing to shake a stick at. But one of the things that Team Secret was known for, that a mantle that I gave them in the past, was being the Robin Hood squad, beating those teams that you never anticipate them to beat, and then losing to the teams that they always should win against. If they can find that here, if they can get back to that, it's still a massive step up compared to what we have been seeing.
That would be a great way to start, would be a win against PRX, like you said. But this team, they often say the only enemy they really have is themselves.
Yeah.
So all they really need to do is get that hive mind going on, not having a bad day, and making sure everyone is just talking to each other. It's really as simple as that when you have this many talented players on your team, and things are very different, of course, with Envy, formerly of Team Secret, is now on this team.
I mean, he was such a linchpin for them back in the day. I mean, you think back to the last times that they had played against PRX, that's when Team Secret was, a single game away from making it to champs, losing in the LCQ to Zeta Division, to being able to try to make their way into the playoffs at Stage 2, only to fall to Primi in his debut. That was a team that could punch, but it has been a slippery slope for them. For PRX, they come into this absolutely as the superiors on paper, with Team Secret being the underdogs. But you can be damn sure if Team Secret come out here and they have a hot start on their map pick of Breeze, a bit of an out-of-pocket pick, if they're able to find the first couple rounds, I mean, Finesse is not going to be talking for the whole rest of his damn stream. He's going to be keeping silent, trying to get PRX back into the game.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that worries me is that we all thought the same last week in this matchup against Gen G. Sure. All of us predicted PRX, because why would you not? It's PRX. They always find that form, and then they couldn't. They lose it in spectacular fashion. They didn't look comfortable at all. They have to look better today, in my mind. There really is no way about it. Even if you get a close win here, that doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. This is a team that wants to be at London. They narrowly missed out on the first Masters title. They want to come for the second, but that doesn't work unless you start stringing wins together, unless you start looking confident and really dominating the teams that you should cleanly beat.
Yeah, that's right. They lost their huge streak of not qualifying to an international the very first time last year. And, if they do that again this year, that's not a good sign for this team, the squad that's been together the longest in this region.
Yeah, I mean, the foundations of this team have been together since the very beginning here, the partnership era. So I have high expectations, as always, for this team. And typically, when we see PRX get into a slump, it's only a matter of time before they dig themselves back out of it. The question is, does the slump continue from last week into this one? Does it take a little bit longer for them to really try to find that comfort? I think with Breeze, at least off the rip, we should be seeing some pretty immediate comfort for something in particular, because my full expectation is that he is going to be playing the Jet.
Yeah. I mean, I really hope so. I think, yeah.
There it is.
It makes so much sense in my mind. I mean, we've seen him try and work out the Neon, but he doesn't have to.
Forsaken, however, does.
Yeah. I mean...
Oh, Forsaken Xeon is so cool. Sorry, continue.
I mean, he's good at it, and he's good at everything, so at this point,
really
it's not
good
a
idea.
surprise. On the side of Team Secret, they'll also be playing that Jet, but the key for me is Kelly on that KO. We've seen the KO come out in EMEA and Americas here, so no surprises. I think it fits the map of Breeze very nicely, so very curious. He's the one to watch for me for Team Secret. We know how good he can be. He has to put a stop to PRX today.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really fun first map. I'm glad we're starting with Breeze, to be honest, and nothing that's really going to be too swingy either way. I think Team Secret could do something a little funny, a little bit upsetting for some people on the very first map.
It very well could happen.
All right, time to send it to our casters. Pilsky and Quack, how are you feeling about this match?
I think we're feeling pretty fired up for this one. Hell yeah. Team Secret versus PRX, the Southeast Asia El Clasico. If you know, you know. But this Breeze, 100%, it's definitely out of pocket.
It should be interesting. I mean, we've already had an upset in the skirmish. I mean, I used to cast Alex back when he was a player. I never saw him aiming like that. That was something completely out of his wheelhouse, usually. Incredible stuff from him.
Yeah.
I think that the Breeze pick is an interesting one for Secret. I think they've thrown a curveball against PRX. The problem is, PRX are 5-0 from their last 5 games on this map, and they're beating some of the best teams in the world over at Masters, on Breeze in particular, with only a change of the Oro going out, the Neon coming in. It's the same player playing that duelist, so I don't think they're going to need much of a change on this map. And for Team Secret, they're going back to something that you used to see from them all the time. KO Soba, these kind of comps are the kind of comps that the old team when they were full Filipino used to play. Of this kind was in the meta. You know, you'd see a lot of Ascent with these kind of comps. Like this did used to be one of the most standard comps in Valorant.
It's always been the case. A lot of comfortability, in fact, actually.
Kira-
Both sides. A lot of questions in our mind as well, but it will all be answered.
Saya kira masih ditoli-toli.
Over on
Saya kira masih ditoli-toli.
Team Secret versus PRX.
See how it does go. PRX coming off a very disappointing loss against VCT. That was quite the upset for them to handle. For Team Secret, however, I mean, already that statement is a little bit worrying for PRX. For Team Secret, they're 1 from 11 maps so far in 2026. So I don't know how much more optimistic you're feeling about their prospects here.
Especially if you're thinking about their upcoming
Main
opponents.
Neon dia.
Lenses focused on this start.
Cocok sih karena dia high sense kan.
Corner, a little bit of a jiggle, and it's the relay bolt that fully
Ya,
collapses.
oh,
On piece.
apa itu tadi?
Jing providing assistance with the bandit. A lot of escape plans as well for PRX, so they're not too uncomfortable as Jing just snaps the crosshair over the top of her Cirques and Kelly, yes.
Yeah, the bandit just cleans up there. Big trap over on elbow. Relay bolt plus paranoia with the peek coming in from the jet. Just a 1-2 punch that completely catches Team Secret off guard right from the get-go. Jing just continuing to dominate with this pink crosshair at the moment. I think a lot of people are going to be copying that one. Yeah, a bandit, a pistol, not easy to make work, but Jing makes it look incredibly easy. This guy's just in phenomenal form right now.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely. As they walk over to the next round, 2 sheriffs still, something over on the judge inside of shop, not seeing anyone at all. Team Secret just to dive head first into this B side where PRX is pretty much in position. 3 stack, waiting for a contact outside of the wall. First one goes down is Ruguru. Most range, shot darts in. Classic as well on the Device, still pretty much unscathed. Enemy towards back sight, bit of assistance on the stun, and Device just continues to pick his targets.
Yeah, easy retake for PRX, destroying Util in all the high percentage positions. Smoking off A main and going back on in as soon as the wall and the
Saya sudah daftar itu.
Team Secret.
Yang kau kirim itu.
Secure themselves a spike plan.
Saya daftar itu yang kau kirim itu.
Forward now into their first gun.
Apa kau kirim itu?
They have pressed here on Breeze. They
Di
picked
WA.
it up for a reason. As mentioned, PRX has got a pretty good record on it.
Badan komunikasi.
Going into Santiago. Let's say they're feeling quite
jangan itu merah putih. Lumayan juga pates ada itu.
Tapi saya kalau tidak salah
I'm too hipster to know what's on that.
Pates kayak kayak CPNS. Tapi kita sudah lolos selalu kita pertama.
Now PRX
Buat ujian begitu nih ujian lah.
tunggu dulu kah?
It is just a
Saya mau daftar ini. Surat keterangan sehat ini yang sukses dari RS.
Tapi kok yang sudah punya jas tidak diminta lagi anu toh surat keterangan lulus toh.
Tidak.
Ya ada kayak itu cuma
Kayak kau sudah mau melamar tapi ijazah belum keluar.
jasa gitu. Dari jasa
potential good sign, if any, from a team that can be a little bit over eager sometimes. But this one
Usia maksimal 35. Ah, baru yang ada juga yang satu. Usia minimal 30. Iya.
said last week he is across over onto the back site. Has support with something close by. He's the one with the Phantom as well, though, Devi. So if he's able to convert this to alt points and kills for the team, that would be big value. However, goes down to Kelly. Yes, Berserk's on a bit of a flank as well. Nobody's really watching the rear, but it's Forsaken with the Judge. Just trying to walk through. Unfortunately, range not supporting. And then you're down to just 2v3. Jing makes it a wild swing, takes down 2. With the Guardian, no less. Berserk's, though, still out from behind, tries to stall as much as possible, has a slight gap,
Nice.
and he will use that to take the round back for Team Secret.
Yeah, that was Jing smoke. Unfortunately, just a hair off, thrown in towards A main there, and that's enough of a line for Berserk's to do exactly that. He swings across, sees that the spike is red, and he knows that Jing is sticking it to completion. Drops the snake bite on him and then cleans him up on the paranoia, but regardless, I mean, that coming down to a 1v1 is more close than Team Secret wanted it to be, really. Lost a lot of guns versus the bonus there. They're happy with the result nonetheless.
Team Secret did put out content piece earlier on saying that all the players, they're not nervous at all. In fact,
Rimuru.
they're facing their idols and everything. Rimuru especially.
Dari Mobile Legend dia ke Valorant.
Team Secret once again kind of taking things slow.
Valorant.
This is a classic. Jet put on the elbow.
Main cewek-cewek ulang saya lihat kau itu.
Just being able to deal with any kind of pivot back towards that B side of the map, and now the defense can play accordingly. PRX takes full mid control, retaking A for the time being, but all the cards are really in their hand. They can choose exactly how they want to approach this retake. Teams are grouped up to aim to simplify this
Biar press
retake.
karena kau ya sendiri yang turun.
One of those
Kalau mbak sarang.
Dari orang baru kau. Lu bacot kau.
Smoked off for now.
Kalau kau salah pakai turun, kau sendiri yang salah berarti.
0 point first to clear out the early portion of the pyramid, then Hunter's Fury to allow them full access.
Yeah, flank goes down for Kelly S. Now he has his KO ultimate that could actually cause some problems on the retake for PRX.
Especially utility going off. No command pop, and there it is. Still though, PRX digging deep. Hunkered down with Jing and Devi, close range. Now the only 2 players remaining all around shop or cave, and it's just Jesse Vash unable to play around the angle. His former teammate comes in.
Jesse Vash.
Retakes a little bit too easy, and it comes courtesy of
Selalu.
PRX taking all of that map control early on. Getting the Jet on that elbow info line is such a cheat code for Breeze. You basically just cut the map in half, easily kind of pivot to that mid control, and then you can just tackle this A retake head on. I didn't mind the way that Team Secret approached it. The drone to start things off, then you try to look for an opening kill with the Hunter's Fury. Unfortunately, that doesn't connect on anybody. The plant secures the null command. PRX is just a little bit too sharp coming back in on that retake.
Definitely trend upwards as well. Economy definitely not too good for Team Secret in this round. Meanwhile, something again, just happy to perch himself over towards window with that offline.
Yep, under a little bit of pressure now, forced away, but Jinx here to back him up. Relay bolt and flood in for Forsaken. It's a complete shutdown.
A bit of shock and awe. All stuck outside, not able to waltz through. Still at least a pistol kill for Sylvan, but otherwise, look at Hindi with the shock darts.
It's just looking a little bit too easy for PRX. Muru.
Yo, menang lah ini.
Losing a skirmish to the coach.
PRX bro.
Still stuck on the donut here on the Jet. Needs to get going. Can be a little bit hard to do so on the attacking side though with the Jet. Seen better duelists, more experienced duelists than this man. Start very slow on the attacking side of Breeze. Buzz last season having a game where he was just kind of getting sent to the dogs on the attacking side, just cloudburst tailwinding in and just dying every round.
Growing could happen over on the second half, but at least for now, he's taking a different angle. Something. He's just
Sitting behind the box. So not really worried about that window peak, but then the dart does secure information that there is a few Team Secret players over there. And again, it's a very slow start to this round. Team Secret sitting all the way back in spawn, just holding angles. But PRX doing exactly what you want to see from them. Off the back of this contact from something, there's going to be a paranoia from Jing. Such a juicy trap.
Default.
join in on the fight.
Hey.
Through the time card. And there goes the flashes. The Hunter's Fury as well. Might be a bit overkill, But either way, PRX happy with the result. Forsaken now roaming across the middle. Will be able to get out of dodge with the slide. It's the fly that relays forth with the
Gila kliknya.
I mean, it's just such solid macro from PRX. Team Secret are giving them the whole map. And PRX are not overcooking it. That's the difference between, you know, a top-tier team on Breeze and a team with less experience, is that you get in these positions,
Jemput ya.
overpeak, the whole setup falls apart. It's a bit messy from Forsaken, but we'll just breeze right past that. Zerx, look, spike drop for him as he keeps tapping his wall, but it's only 15 seconds on the clock. He's been scanned out by the dart.
Okay, I feel like I'm gonna hear Alex slamming the desk soon enough.
Oh, Gene, you've
Come
got to run,
on.
buddy!
No! Oh, okay. Oh, I genuinely, my heart skipped a beat.
I mean, the desk was cowering at that point, in the corner. The timeout for Team Secret in response. This is kind of, I don't know, there's different names for it. What I used to like to call it is like the Goldilocks zone, where you get in a position that's not too deep, not too shallow, but just right. Where it's like you've got this deep info line, and you're holding it, you're not over peaking, and then you have a nice setup.
Tegang itu,
around it. And you
tegang.
can see the Team Secret, they're waiting for PRX to overcook, and I think for PRX in a mud shot like this, that's kind of what you're expecting. I think if PRX don't lose to Gen G last week, they're probably running it down right now. But I think they're taking this matchup a little bit more seriously
Tegang Cok itu.
and just seeing how it goes to start. And they're playing things very properly. You know, you're not seeing over peaks. You're not seeing them dive into Team Secret's open arms as they sit and spawn and wait for peaks. Yeah, that last round was a bit how you going, but that's alright.
That's a hell of an analogy. I mean, the block thing. Wait for it to be just right.
I've definitely coached players who love to go a little bit too far. When it's like, if you freeze frame the round, and it's like, bro, if you just sit here, we win the round. But if you take one step to your right and peek at this one and you get your head tapped, we lose the round every time. So you really need to know how far to push the issue sometimes. Where it's just like, if you just sit in this position, like, we just win. And I think that's what something's doing very well right now. He's just sitting in good spots that just find the opening kills and kind of get a gauge on what Team Secret are doing without overcooking things.
4%. In fact, now you've got Device sitting on B side as well with potential Viper's Pit. Set up all utility just for the time being. Confirms a potential commitment on Team Secret.
Drone goes forward. You can see the tailwind activated there for Rimuru, but not feeling bold enough to actually entry on into the site there. It's the second
Smoker loh padahal
wave
sama
that
gua.
Team Secret in.
He's gonna hold on to the pit for now. Hide inside his opponent's smoke with the See how Team Secret plays around it though. Just trying to still watch for the instead baits out Divine through the open. Stinger will reply. Forsaken lets rip the overdrive. Hunts for targets, just trying to spam through all the corners. Pulls out the judge. Still hasn't just enough for the animation to complete. And then it's Berserk's turn once again. Out from the backup tunnel. Crouched. Right behind the little boxes, and he's gonna get spotted by something.
Sorti.
Even though they lose Divine there, he buys more than enough time for the fly.
Sorti di kepala tuh.
They're not playing the Yoru anymore, but very similarly on this defense, the fast lane goes up and the boys go in. The Invi something and Forsaken all diving into the side together, and that's kind of where things crumble for Team Secret. You need to see them play around this side. Like, you want to see them get into a post plant and then have, nicely done, 2,000 kills for Invi against his old team.
I know, of all matches that are this.
He's got most of those kills on Team Secret, guys.
Okay, well, a bit of response, but also Ching to teleport right behind the boxes, and it's unchecked! Oh!
Wish.
He's gotten all four! It was a 1-4 split, and then something with the operator to finish it clean.
This is cyberbullying.
I gotta see a replay.
Anjing, Cok.
I mean, no hate. What's the U-turn? How did he get behind?
Let's pick Breeze,
Tang,
guys. He can't
tang,
play
tang,
Razor Phoenix on these
tang.
maps.
Doesn't
matter, mate.
Keren banget.
Yeah, I can't kick down a guy who's on the ground, guys. Come on. Alright, Team Secret. Still once again looking for that recovery, but in this round at least not fully equipped. The Fleet Storm, however, will make it an attempt all the way up through the guts of middle. Something first contact. First shot will whip as well, but the sidearm is immediately pulled out. Oh, and the movement coming back into it. You love to see it, but Kelly still finds the shot. Forsaken quick on his heels, though.
Weh, nggak bisa main jet ya.
Yeah, PRX have taken middle control and now they're pushing up the flank. Quick movement for Forsaken. Pit going down on the side though. Team Secret very much want this post plant for themselves on the half by. Drone goes up high looking for anything but spammed out by PRX.
With Vandals and then through contact, Envy makes it a silent wall.
Well, let's go.
Take down Sylv and right
Depan
around
matamu.
the corner is Jesse
Ya.
Ash. Sheriff shot fired through, but instant response with Envy once again. Say hello from the other side. PRX now 8-1.
Jago tuh
Running
ini.
at his old team. Zero respect being shown by Envy.
I like them apples.
Otis ki. Ki.
Team
Otis.
Secret, you're not a fan of apples. That's for sure. More of a fan of like calamansi or something like that.
Hey, oh, you know ball. Oh boy. I mean, again, they picked this map. Seeing, you know, little.
You're seeing them getting cyberbullied in live action.
Whoa.
See what they come up with in round 10. Another buyback through for them. Cosmic and the Hunter's Fury ready to go. It is a pit from Defy on B. Something is active in the middle of the map here. Needs to be careful of the elbow walk though.
Quite prepared. 2 point gives him an inkling. He gets out.
I mean,
scot-free.
when something's playing a good game, he just reads the timings very well. But at the same time, if you're looking at how Team Secret is playing, it's very obvious when they're making moves. Like the Toxic Gold goes up or Astra Smoke goes up. You see a knife. Like there's a lot of tells that show exactly kind of what they're going for. Drone goes in, paranoia in response, relay bolt. Like PRX is all over them right now.
Right? Textbook reads, textbook plays coming across as well. However, we'll have Sylvan spinning around 180 over on the side. Kelly's finds a kill, however, goes down afterwards with Forsaken still dancing all across the site. A brief moment of respite as Sylvan looks to pick up the spike off Cosmic Divide.
Yeah. Extends it with his own smoke just to be able to pick up that spike. Still has 1 star in the back pocket. Let's not count this man out. He has clutched big rounds at bigger tournaments than this one.
Even just days ago. Tries to reposition using the wall for cover and audio silencing. Close range operator, but something is just back home. Kicks his feet up on the couch. Channel service.
9-1 in 10 rounds. Doesn't even feel like it's been 10 minutes. Haven't been checking my watch, but this is a domination for PRX of the kind that we expected looking at this matchup. This is what I'm saying, like they're very readable right now. This is PRX just completely out macroing them, maneuvering their way around the map, just being so fluid. And I think if you're Team Secret, this is where you're a little bit ultra structured right now, playing the double init, and you need to start to throw a few more fakes, have some setups where you're baiting out some of that aggression, be cognizant
Memang hama ini Neon ini hamat, cok.
that is playing on the defense and wants to get quite aggressive.
Lari sliding.
You know, you need to see a KO knife or a drone going
Tackle
forward,
di kepala, selesai mati. Ini was senjata Jax.
Does aggress on you, like underarm KO flash or, you know, recall on a star or something like that with a double peek. Like it's just a little bit too vanilla right now on the attacking side for Team Secret. It's a little bit slow, it's a little bit readable.
Sejak kapan Forsaken begitu banyak?
I mean, don't let something get away for free.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's not much you can do about that when he's playing Jet peeking that angle, but you need to not give him like the opportunity. It needs to be like, you know, cloud burst, underarm flash, or something like that, or a circle jump to try to throw the op off the line.
Not just
Ramirez just wasted his updraft in freeze time. I think this man is a little
Oh,
bit
110 Rimuru.
and I can only give credit to Alex for that.
The skirmish.
He started him off on the worst possible foot, 5-4 in the favor of Alex. I don't know, Alex might be at least 3 times in age of this guy. I haven't counted, but
Sino split.
Either way, though. Oh, come on. He's just walking down. Hunter's Fury now tossed in, and there is no reply. Berserk's just trying to hang back. It's a sheriff shot after all. An empty eco, but definitely one that PRX are happy to lap up.
I mean, before it was like a whole setup around it. And that's exactly the same kind of play that they've seen before.
Apa ini?
Where it was something on the
10-1
line
ini.
with the paranoia, and he'd be sitting there with the Hunter's Fury.
Dua.
So you've already been caught by that play earlier in the game as Team Secret, and you get caught by the exact same thing like 5 rounds later. It's not going to cut it.
Well, hopefully this is the round that the timeout was meant for. You have Null Command and Hunter's Fury. Last round of the half. Make it or break it.
Team Secret secure control of A main. In goes the KO ultimate as well as the drone. Jing under a little bit of pressure now.
Still good to sidestep though, and unfortunately Crosshair not quite there for remove. Wall up and down, something trying to slip through the cracks. PRX already getting into position. Oh my god.
Still got a tailwind. Just waiting for his opportunity is something. Wall goes up. It'll be an underarm flash, but something so quick with it. Kelly's with quick reply and something that's a bit of a whip on the Blade Storm.
Then there was hope for PRX. I mean, for Team Secret, excuse me. Oh my god. Well, Spike Plant now goes down, but then Divine, who's been hovering around for the longest time, finds a quick burst against Berserks. Truly and controlled. It's just Forsaken though, diving in. Maybe too much individuality there. Just Divine off towards the back and almost.
Di bait kasi.
But Jesse Vash, the veteran, steps up.
Second round for Team Secret. Took everything out of them to get it done. Ultimates, all of that util thrown into A main. And it still goes down to a 2v1 that they could have lost, but better than nothing. I think what they did is better than other rounds is exactly that. The second wave of aggression that I was kind of asking for, where it's like, everything is a little bit too vanilla. You need something a little bit spicy thrown in the mix, and I love that on the second wave of the wall, they underarm the KO flash and go on the front foot. Like, they're just playing a little bit too safe. Just, take the shackles off, let's get a little bit loose, unclip the leash and get into the mix a bit more.
It's always a good sign to see.
Okay.
Score though. Even on the Omen.
I mean, he's looking like the best player in the world right now. It's actually ridiculous.
Rounds where, I mean, you know, a little bit from the team as well, but he's just like walking down by himself around elbow and... Okay.
I mean, you always have a lot of fan support for Jing, but I think he's been a little bit underrated for quite a long time, just because he has so much star power for PRX. You have these big pop-off games from Forsaken, and then something is very entertaining to watch when he's popping off. But
yeah, a lot of experience. Yeah, he's always got that star power. I mean, the thing that stands out is just even on the Omen. I know, yeah, this is the Joman is back. A big discussion has always been their raise, and the current map pool definitely helps them out so much, but even on the Joman, he's just 19-3.
Well, PRX onto the attacking side now. You get an elbow walk for Team Secret. Crying out for a pistol. It's a messy exchange in the middle of the
Why fight limit?
like Team Secret wants to have a second go at this.
We'll try and put the recon, allows them to creep down further south. However, PRX has other ideas.
Back to B. Kelly S on the off angle over there. Going to throw the fragment to slow things down.
Could be enough, however. He is alone. The rest of the team has done well and quick to rendezvous, regroup towards the back of wall. And then to hold around the corners as well. Kelly S. Just a bit more damage perhaps. Jesse Bash goes down around him and Jing closes the distance with a right click. Something still picking targets. The final one remaining, Sylvan. A clutch player if any, but in a situation like this, not clutch enough. The ghost goes wild. It's Defy with the Sheriff. Enforcing a pistol again for PRX.
Terlalu jago, cok.
This is just cut and done.
Cuma 1 killnya Jing.
It's a matter of when, not if. Team Secret, Breeze has not really been played a lot at the moment, so I can understand they're trying to like mix up the map pool a little bit. So far in Pacific, it's just not really a map we've seen. Either it's been left as a third map beside, or it's been banned out in the veto a lot. But I mean, as I said, looking at PRX's record going into this game, picking this map against them, Jesus, I don't know, Rimuru. Can you even blame the guy when he starts some of the rounds like that? But still not a great game on the Jet.
I guess you relinquish mid for now as PRX, walk over onto Asa, get the spike down. Team Secret, if they can somehow sneak behind quick enough, maybe? It's a very big maybe.
Maybe they can get a kill. That's how I'm feeling about it at the moment. Unfortunately, Jing is the player that's closest to them. That's bad news as it stands. And it's just easy pickings for him. It's not even the player you want getting eco frags, because the Omen ult is not really what you want to be building up. One more for Jing. And nothing for Team Secret.
Ya. 12-2, Cok.
Run round for Team Secret.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Siapa itu?
I mean, there's just nothing to say about a game like this. They're getting absolutely demolished.
Apa itu?
Try to play around screens. They've had mid walks before, but PRX just seem to be
Kok sudah begitu, Cok?
able to play with utmost confidence right now. Fast lane all the way up. They've already taken space around the door.
Yeah, quick one up middle. There's the wall to extend things on towards this A site. Kelly's trying to slow things down with his knife, and he's starting to get a bit of a rotation in for Team Secret. Sylvan and Kelly S, these are the two standouts to try to hold here for Team Secret.
They're boxed into corners now, however, but still putting up their dukes. Bit of a kill here and there, something for the trade. And then Sylvan to swing out! Oh, what is that snap? How is he doing this again and again out of nowhere?
Saw a round exactly like that on Split. A game with nothing in it, and Sylvan just explodes.
Muru, Cok, 1-14 ngapain, Cok?
Highlighted it on the desk. Kelly S and Sylvan just put these multi-frags together out of nowhere. That's exactly what you're expecting from Sylvan. Incredibly sharp at holding some of these positions. Pops out of the Astra smoke. Has two players looking at him, but he's just far too quick.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Next round comes up and we want more. It's gonna be another play from Team Secret now as they take control over A main.
Push PRX away back towards this B side of the map. Progression all from Divide being prepped. There's something that's already planted his feet and elbow, but Team Secret have got a pretty good read here. 3 players already on the B side.
What Berserkers will get away with. Snake bite to try and delay, but things are already
Di line up begitu dia.
well. Up around the corners, but something has found elevation. We'll get off of it. Right underneath them, there's a bit of support with Forsaken coming over. Rimuru still makes it an attempt, but goes down at the end. This might be done. Spike gets planted. PRX. Their eyes strained.
Big flag back on in. Still got some stars to play with, as well as a double flash fragment to get back into the site for Team Secret. Forsaken quite low. It's a dual prospect, but this crossfire close is going to be the hardest thing to break here.
Ngantuk, Cok, anjing.
Flashes could do well. Support Sylvan if any. The barrel spotted out, something goes down, and there's Forsaken along with him. Like dominoes, they fall, and then there was just the last one left. Divide.
Lovely. It's exactly what you wanted to see. 2 quick taps from Sylvan. He taps the spike, and Kelly S deals with the last player. 4 up for Team Secret. Providing at least a little bit of entertainment at the end of Breeze here, but there's, 8 rounds in a row against PRX. It's not coming together. Dug themselves a massive hole in the first half, which is such a shame because Sylvan and Kelly S on this defense are starting to cook a bit.
I don't mind it. It's broken PRX's economy as well. Let's see how this continues. Move onto the outlaw towards A for the middle.
Taken with a hero rifle. PRX take A main control. Have been hit by the KO knife though. Something secures himself. The Blade Storm. Both duelists have got some punching power here for PRX.
Themselves
Nice.
invested
Neon.
Oh, no way! Just quick with the drive-by over onto A site, and then it's go time. With the
Ya,
one
menghayal dia.
Shaken just slings in, and then for Kelly S, unfortunately not able to do too much. He's a sitting duck in that position. Jesse Vash, however, has managed to slip by. Will be able to take one down, but instantly traded by Jing. One down, but instantly traded by Jing on a Sheriff. Berserks, this is your time to shine, if any. He's able to take down 1, 2, but not the final. Envy with the Sheriff sits down his ex-team. The Thrifty to end out map number 1.
The domination right from start to finish. From PRX, a couple of small little flashes of brilliance for Team Secret, but too far and too few. Now, 1 and 12 in maps in 2026, just having a rough year for themselves. I mean, this is a matchup that has, in past years, been back and forth. You have seen Team Secret beat PRX in the last couple of series, but at least in terms of looking at these two teams on paper in present day, just don't think it's a prospect worth considering.
And Bear's saying, take a pinch of salt, however you might want. But
I mean, a lot of salt for Team Secret after playing this game.
Definitely, a lot of rounds, a lot of instances and moments, but also just considering the circumstances surrounding it. Either way, though, PRX, as you look towards the next map, I mean, it's one where it feels as though they really are, serious about taking this win. But it's also one where Team Secret, they've had a pretty decent showing on Split before.
I mean, my memories of their split was getting destroyed by Global Esports just walking at them on the attacking side.
Closer than the other
I don't think, to be fair, PRX are going to be playing like that, so that might be a little bit more palatable for Team Secret, who did actually have a pretty decent attacking side of their own. It's more their defense that I'm more worried about, and given the fact that PRX has picked split going into them, and Team Secret has selected to start out with defense, I'm going to want to have seen some character development and some serious work put in on their defense.
Whatever it is, you definitely need it. For now, though, we're going to toss it back over to the desk. Prepare to dock.
34 cuy.
Not sure what to make of that one, but anyway, hey, welcome back. It's been not too long since we were here on the desk.
That was, you were saying, Seth, it was a very poetic way for all of this to end with Envy ending it with a Sheriff kill against Team Secret.
I mean, he's always been so good at that throughout his career, and now he's putting it to use on the opposite side of the server. Man, PRX absolutely dominated them here. I mean, Team Secret could not get anything going into this game. It just felt like outclassed on the individual level on their own map pick. I mean,
I don't think it was paper. It was just Jing. It was just Jing.
I mean, yeah,
The Jing Show.
Not letting them do anything.
Astronomical performance. 25 and 6 there. He left no room for anyone else to do anything, to be honest. In this one, he entirely
Gacor.
There's a little moments of fight back from Team Secret. Sylvan had big rounds, but it's just not enough. It's not consistent. They're not able to go toe-to-toe with PRX on the other side of this server, and it didn't even look close, to be honest.
I mean, let's just talk about the elephant in the room here. This is another rough performance for Rimuru. He's having such a hard time trying to get acclimated to this stage and fit in with the rest of the team. At 2 and 16 from your Jet, at 55 ACS, that is something that you just can't have if you want to be coming away with these wins, especially when it is your map pick. I mean, I think it goes to show the power level, the step up that you have going up against PRX, because this is half of the kills that he was able to get versus Alex in the skirmish.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, it is paper.
Gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
In the big leagues now, son.
It is really rough. But hey, you know what? He's had stats like this before on bad days, but I think it is so hard to be a rookie going straight mid-season into tier 1 like this, going against PRX. That is hard, and I hope Ramiro is able to mental reset. I think if there's anyone who needs a mental reset on Secret, it's gonna have to be him. I think every single player on Secret has this experience with PRX at some point or another on a different team, perhaps. But it's just so hard when Jing is playing like this. I have not seen him perform like this so consistently over multiple weeks.
I mean, it's generational what he's able to put up. It just feels like he can do no wrong. It doesn't matter where he is. It doesn't matter what's going on with the map. It doesn't matter how many people are running at him. He's always getting the kills. He just won't go down. This guy is a raid boss right now.
I keep saying it. If you're playing build diff here, Jing is a surefire bet 100% of the time. Even when he's not playing duelist, I wasn't sure quite how it was going to look. You know, does he end up sitting back a little bit more, playing more passively? No,
Never.
He's just up in their faces, tearing them apart. This was a stellar performance from Jing, who continues to excel regardless of what he's playing.
Yeah, I mean, I would just, you know, like we said, this is Breeze. I feel like Team Secret almost targeted Breeze to make things difficult for Jing. He's not on one of his comfort agents, but look at the numbers. He doesn't care what he's playing when he's shooting like this. He's just untouchable right now. Team Secret could not go toe-to-toe with this man.
At 241 ADR playing Omen, you have 0 damaging util.
Yeah.
That is absolutely astounding. That's the kind of numbers that you expect to see when he's playing something like the Rays, which he's not too far behind on. This was just the Jing show the whole way through. I mean, if we wanted to really watch every single highlight, we would have to just replay the entire map back.
Can't look if it up.
But it was just from start to finish, him absolutely destroying.
Highlights every single round. The only other player I've seen Pacific with these kind of numbers on Omen is Patman. But for Jing to do this is fantastic because, you know, we've seen Jing since the beginning in franchise and a little bit before franchise too, and he's always been so impressive. He's always been one of the best raises in the world, at least formally, and then there was a little bit of like a quieter period for him, but I think he's like on a peak right now. This is incredible.
I mean, I think the worst that Jing has ever looked is when the team looked the worst, and that was before the addition of Patman.
Yeah.
That was when they were in that dip after Jing rejoins, you know, Banget steps aside. There was a bit of a dip there for PRX and a rut that they had to get out of, and then obviously they've been out of it since Toronto. But I would love to go back and look at the aggregate stats of Jing across the years in VCT, because I feel like from the eye test alone right now, and granted, smaller sample size, but right now it feels like he is playing the best and most consistent that he ever has. And I think that is a very bold statement for me to make, given the longevity of his career and the peaks that he's been able to hit in the past. But it just feels a bit different right now. It feels like he is just doing something a little bit extra compared to what we've seen from him previously.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It feels like he's playing with cheats on at times. It just feels like he will not go down. Exactly. No matter how many people are running at him, he's just standing firm. He's owning everybody, and it's miraculous to see. You know, when we want to look forward, when we project ourselves forward towards London, towards champions, a trophy Pacific has never managed to get, people are high on the PRX train right now, and this is exactly why, because it just feels like they can do no wrong.
So Raze is a, you know, usually comes here on split for PRX. But what I really like what PRX has been doing as well is finding that comfort agent for Jing. He can't play every duelist, frankly speaking. We've seen him dabble with the Neon, dabble with the Jet on Breeze, in fact. So I think right now they've kind of found a way to make sure that Jing is set up for success, and split is another one where he goes, I'm so glad we picked Jing on our build diff, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I wish I did. I wish I did after that map one. Unfortunately, I didn't. So we're a little bit stuck. But, I mean, he's just looking unbelievable. And the problem for Team Secret... the problem now is this is PRX's map pick. That was your own map pick. And the performance you put up just not good enough. Man, I mean, I think PRX stocks are high right now.
No, they really are. And I think that, you know, the expected thing for PRX is that they just stick with what they have been running, which is not having the Neon, where it is so very prevalent at the moment across the world to have that Neon on split, just kind of filtering in for your position. They say, no, we don't want to do it, you know, and we've seen the roughness from something on that Neon so far, so I think just sticking with the Jet is honestly a very smart play. So that's what I'm fully anticipating for them to do.
Mau diganti nih, ganti dengan laptopnya.
I'm not sure what PRX will pull up. They've found plenty of success so far on split, but Secret's gonna have to do something a little bit different to make sure, you know, history isn't gonna completely rewrite itself, and PRX finally win.
I'm even more worried.
Kenapa di rumahku tidak bisa? Tapi itu samping pas yang laundry samping rumahku pasang. Saya tidak tahu. Cuma macam bilang mau pasang, mau tambah.
not taking
Kayaknya tembakan sih itu.
for no reason. So I'm very curious, are they going to change agent comps? No, it looks like they're kind of sticking with it. The only difference is Omen over Astra for them there, but the style is exactly the same. And PRX, like you say, avoiding that neon, playing into comfort, Jing on the raid.
Tapi tiangnya pas-pas depan rumah ada.
While, you know, this was the Jing show for the opening map, something was also looking very steady, a lot more like himself, playing the boundaries. So
Tapi goknya kan mau ditaruh mas, itu anu tuh.
even though it looks a little
Nah, berarti kayaknya IndiHome
I'm
itu
not sure what was going on.
tembakan.
But yeah, I mean, you gotta feel very confident for PRX coming into this. It's about to keep
Antara tembakan atau my rep, ya mungkin my rep sih.
found success on it. And PRX, they've
Tidak
looked
sampai
at
situ
some
my rep kan.
weaknesses. We see that we
Belum
can
sampai.
avoid them going
Ada lagi
into this
area
and taking a
party,
split.
semua bisa diambil.
Yeah, this is this
Dia konsep tinggi, kalau udah ambil palu,
old favorites.
maupun mau tembak.
Split, so I'll be pretty excited to see this.
Kenapa bisa tembak?
This is good signs for something who has been on a little bit of a slow coming into stage 1, like you guys were saying. We want to see him come alive, and if there is a comfort
Oh,
agent.
iya memang harus begitu sih, kayaknya memang harus tembak sih.
We're gonna send it over to our caster.
Dan yang dulu,
Pilski and Quack.
apa,
What hope does Secret have? Give us some hope.
Berjaya sudah
Well,
punya
what I
series sih.
will say is that
Berjaya sudah
Silver
series
onto
sih.
the Omen previously on an Astra, perhaps, maybe, just maybe. This
Tinggal
could have
tembak,
been
tembak,
an
tembak.
agency. Either way, though, it definitely does feel as though the prophecy has already felt hold. The PRX playing this, picking this map, something's written in the stars.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's looking like a pretty open and shut case, but it's up to Team Secret to kind of disprove that. I actually kind of agree. I like that you do have the Omen swap for Sylvan. I think they were a little bit too passive and pinned back on their defensive side against Global Esports, and that kind of backfired for them. So having the Omen allows them to run some more trap plays and get a bit more involved in the early to mid round, and let's see if they're able to do that. They went 3-9 against GE the last time that they played split on their defensive half, and it did not look like they were very comfortable. So let's see what they've worked on here. Looking at Berserk to have a better game for himself as well, as this mid fight is ensuing.
There's gonna be a 4-man peek down the wall. Oh my goodness, everyone surrounding it. Just
Ya,
a
depan
target-rich
gerak.
environment if I've ever seen one. And the
Wah,
first one
apa
that
itu?
draws their pistol. This time it's Team Secret.
It's just such a strong play. So
Oh, pistol
underrated
round,
on
like
the defensive
me.
side to just put the wall up and drop it on your opponent with a double or a triple peek. It's very similar to their Astra consuming her star and then just having a multiple peek behind it. The other team is often not ready for it. And if you plan it well enough, it can completely demoralize the other team, exactly like you've seen there. That's as clean of a win on the pistol as you'd want to be getting for Team Secret. And I think we're going to be looking at a much better defensive half from them this time around.
I certainly would hope so. In fact, Berserk's whole team, Boom, actually were quite fond of that play as well. But either way, now with the upgraded guns, we're onto the judge. PRX trying to take things a little slow as well. Investigate as much as possible. Take the orbs wherever possible.
Yeah, against GE, I mean, Berserk's, I think it was like 0-8 or 0-9 on that defensive side at one point, and I was just begging him to start to dominate on the Cypher. So I'm hoping that he'll have a better game for himself, because at times, especially looking back at Boom Esports in their run, he has been the best player for Boom Esports here or there. Kelly is playing around the smokes quite nicely there. Sylvan,
Ngelek, cok.
and this is that paranoia. Very good at just shutting the door on the opponents.
Well, one door shuts, another door opens from behind. PRX just cannot reply in this round. Good play by Team Secret.
Jesse Bash did get a sheriff. I don't know if he got his hands on the SMG at the end of the round there. He did. Nice juggling for Team Secret, so they don't lose anything versus Ego. Looking quite nice going into their bonus round.
Good. Or at least just to use
Ah,
the
ulang.
Oh, Rivera, unfortunately. It's an attempt, but gets shut down instantly, and then the whole team
Ngelek, cok, jaringanku.
buys themselves over, but it's Sylvan from ramp, the spike being dropped. There's a really good chance for Team Secret here.
Yeah, Kenningas securing it as well with the snake bite, and Sylvan still wants to be in the mix. Gonna drop the dark cover as the boombot goes forward from Jing. PRX trying to get their hands back on the spike. You see something getting active in Heaven has got a decent timing here.
As long as the fight doesn't go down willy-nilly. Team Secret just trying to sit on top of that spike as much as possible.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, the slight timing gone by as the teleport goes through, and Defy just swinging off contact so clean. A triple kill for something in the round, and then for Defy to clean up.
Seen that a lot from Mururu though so far in this stage of Pacific. player who is unafraid to slide in and just take a duel, and this is another example where it doesn't go too well for him. Little bit of an overextension from the young rookie, and he gets punished in kind. I think if he shows a little bit more patience there, maybe uses the fast lane to stall a little bit longer, could have gone a bit better for him. PRX securing the
That's right.
bonus and going into their first gun round. Let's see what they have to say.
Lihatin dulu lah.
Yeah, trying to break the mid trip with the satchel there, but dealt with well by KLS. It's the full cypher setup on this A side of the map, just the cam spotting things out and a couple of kill trips for Berserks as Team Secret remaining active on the map. Definitely a very different looking defense than their last game of Split, but how many of those trips get broken? Both of them by the paint shells. Very nice stuff from Jing.
It's clean. Love to see it from race players all over. And I believe, but either way now, this is a free A site and a full retake being set up by Team Secret.
So how does PRX move in the mid-round? It does seem like they're going to re-aggress on ramp side. If that catches Team Secret out, then this could go horribly wrong and the post-plant could be played from heaven.
PRX just trying to position around it. They will relinquish elbow for now, dodging most flashes. They set themselves up inside of smokes even, and actually swing out of it. Envy with the flashes. Jing all of a sudden from ramp. Death Valley set up, and everyone that presses past.
Oh, Yvosteo baru main, Cok.
Go down. Kelly S probably has no choice but bend the knee, look to save. Might not even be able to do that.
Trying to play the exits here. But very clean win from PRX. Bonus into first gun round, nicely navigated. Just look at that. I mean, I can't wait to see the replay on that. That looks like a lineup if I've ever seen one. Jing peeking out of aim main. Let's have a look. Up goes the fast lane. Good entry on in for Berserk. Flash goes in from Envy. He deals with Ramuru. I mean, that is unlucky, man. Straight through the Viper wall, fast lane, and a cage. Oh,
what the?
You feel for Team Secret because they were doing
Nice.
nice
Come on,
replay there. There was a one-way on the side. Guiding light went forward. Berserks found the entry on the player, trying to peek on the off angle. They did not deserve a wreck there, but they were wrecked nonetheless.
Ya, drop lagi. Drop lagi, Cok. Jing.
Trips spotted as well.
Good for G just to drop the boot bot in close range before making the trip. Dotting the I's, crossing the T's. Kelly S spotted on the low ground.
Hang on, Berserks. Kelly S as well. Takes that an invitation to go peeking. At the same time, it's going to be Forsaken out towards Mail looking for a duel. That opens up more options now, but Envy feels as though he's dug in deep for a fight. Unfortunately, not able to get out.
Yeah, he could have gone back to ramp side and called for a smoke from Forsaken.
Heaven lagi.
Doesn't end up working out. Now Forsaken put in a pretty rough position. Berserks just exploded on the side with a Sheriff in hand. He's having a much better series today. Saw some sharp shooting over on Breeze. Not that Team Secret got much done with it, but if he's remaining in that same form now, on the defensive side with the Cypher, could be better. Forsaken TP past the trip, but that will be heard.
Double swing as well. Forsaken trying to...
Gente.
But it's not there.
Big stuff from Team Secret. That was only a half bite. Let's have a look at the shots from Berserks. They looked pretty fantastic. Just playing in from elbow. These are not easy shots to hit. He dives through the toxic orb from spawn side. And if he's not defending Kelly S there, then that whole setup falls apart. Nice 2K from him. Sets up Kelly to play off of his cage. From there, Team Secret continue path of success. 3 on this defensive side. This is looking like a much more competitive game than Breeze. Actually liking how Team Secret is looking on this defense. Seeing a lot of good adjustments from their previous game.
Anything can always happen in a game of Valorant. PRX trying to work the map a little bit more this time.
The trip didn't break. Satchel, if you don't let it tick for long enough, it doesn't actually break the trip.
Well, either way, 3-stack from Team Secret now. now, trying to set up the crossfire. Will check, even with the relay, but there goes the off angle from something, and flashes now in response. Unfortunately, Team Secret, a little bit over eager, will be punished for their greed, and now the A side completely open for business.
It's a little unlucky. I think Sylvan's paranoia did hit, but straight through the paranoia, I think they can find one from suicide there, and PRX deals with the rest of the players. That's 2 rounds in a row where straight through smoke or through a blind, PRX have found a lot of kills.
See if they can find the remaining ones for Cirx, who's been on a bit of a heater, but now starting to get hunted down as well. He's not too bad being able to get away with 2.
PRX reply nonetheless though, even up the accounting on this attacking side. I think Secret do have the economy to be able to recover from that. Oh, he's seen the neon there, fair enough, then replies with his own paranoia. He did have the Seekers as well, and then the TP into heaven. Very, very nicely done. I love the quick TP into heaven. That's something that Forsaken is so good at. He recognizes what the setups are, and he's so quick with his decision making. You know, you see the diving to A there. He knows that the other players are playing towards middle and B, and that he can take a really, really deep angle after ripping that Omen ultimate. Oh no, Kelly's whipped his all.
Try to right his wrongs with the snake bite.
Ramuru's like, hey man, put your orb up, I'm gonna get the judge out and get on the line. Oh, nicely done for Berserks. That was a high-low between him and Jesse Vash. They were getting caught by the A contacts against Global. This time, deal with it nicely.
No, PRX just responds, however. It's just so quick, showstopper. Sight might not have connected, but now at least close enough. Ramuru, however, has also rotated so quick in swift response. The rest of the team already in position out from spawn. All the flashes dumped into sight.
Wow.
And then for the retake to get going, it's a fast flood back in. Can PRX hold on? Envy, it's back of sight. Something around the pillar. Managed to take down 1 or 2 with Forsaken close by. More taps, but look at Jesse Vash, fearless, as he walks across into sight.
Really nice retake for Team Secret. Has to be said, they catch a buy on the lurk crossing A main there. And the retake was very streamlined. Trailblazer back through spawn side, guiding light, fast lane goes up, they're playing together, the spacing looks excellent. Gorgeous stuff. Get the paranoia and the guiding light thrown at Jing. There's not much he can do in the close corner there. And then, as I said, despite some heroics from Forsaken, it's at enough of a advantage to be able to complete that retake. And it seems like things are going to plan. You can hear it in the player comms.
Starting to flow, bit to reveal some positioning. You have an idea that some could be closer towards the back of sight, some maybe towards Mirage, and that's exactly what Team Secret for alongside the overdrive. Ramuru with a rookie now comes up huge and lights up the stage. Sylvan to finish.
Another nice retake from Team Secret. Very patient. PRX trading down the Trailblazers. They're just coming back in on the retake together, using the Seekers to be able to aim that paranoia and give a nice entry path in from Ramuru.
Paranoia.
This is looking good on their defense. I keep saying it, like every round, there's not many mistakes being made. On the other hand, for PRX though, no dark cover on Heaven, and you lose maybe the best player in Pacific with the cross.
Dari tadi, Pak. Dari tadi. Kemana? Iya. Masuk apa ini? Ya. Langsung saja.
Well, you corrected yourself, and that's the main thing. Something's doing alright on the jet here. Got a comfort agent for 2 maps in a row, but yes, I think the levels of lock-in that PRX are needing have not been achieved just yet after how much of a cakewalk Breeze was. And for Team Secret, on the other hand, I think that they've made some great adjustments since their last game of Breeze, and they're looking much more focused. They've shifted the comp a little bit. It's allowed them to be much more active in the early to mid round. With the paranoia of the Omen, they're getting on the front foot a lot more. They're pushing in towards A main. They're not just sitting in passive setups and relying on Astra stars and trips to be able to hold the map. Much better. And Berserks, who went, as I said, 0 for 7 or 0 for 8.
Saya tidak nge dia, Le.
Defensive side is the standout for Team Secret. I mean,
Saya tahu dia ada tadi sini.
Of their game against Global.
Sylvan as well. You also got the potential of Kelly has to spit in this round, just positioned out towards A ramp. PRX though, back towards middle.
Trip dealt with. Paint shells invested to be able to do it. Oh, paranoia and
Oh,
the
no.
judge, but there was a judge lying in wait in vent already. One step ahead of Jing.
Judge
That's
lawan
the
Judge.
first player to go down for the second round in a row.
That's Devi. Tries to give it a try. Oh, over onto ramp. The judge, because it's removed as a neon, he's able to
Amat coy ini Judge
be
ini.
present all over
Kalau
the
disuruh
place.
pakai neon.
Rotations, quick positioning now as Sylvan swaps to hold over onto the angle. Paranoia contact out and remove, suddenly swapping over onto a Vandal. This guy, Chief, needs a weapon and he will pick it up. Something 1v4. How likely is this?
I mean, there's potential. Sylvan quite low, as is Rimuru, but the longer he takes to take one of these tools,
Wah, di
the closer the other players
timing.
Team Secret will get on ramp side. They're not even needed. Sylvan cleaning things up. And it's another round for Team Secret, and post timeout, that's got to be frustrating for the coaching staff of PRX. You lose Jing inside events to start the round off, and then Devi, for what feels like the second or third time this game, walks out A and dies for free. It's, you know, a timeout followed by the exact same things that have been the problem in the last few rounds happening again.
You live by the judge, you die by it also, you know. Sometimes these strats just gotta slow things down a little bit. PRX once again with Devi on the lurk. Secret.
It's got a bit of a hard buy in here for PRX. Forsaken's got a hero Vandal. Deep trips over on that B side of the map, and Jesse Vash is tough to
Masa
as far
sama.
back as possible. In go the Seekers. PRX ripping them in the middle of the map to try to read the setup. The trip will slow them down for the time being, but they're going to go on the front foot nonetheless.
Now, this is what Team Secret wants, though, on an anti-eco round. However, with range, it's going to be in close quarters. And also Jing onto a stinger. Jesse Vash, backside, takes down two. Remove, chiming in. Devi hopping over with the Bucky, but now suddenly into a hairy situation. Just has cover off his pit.
Yeah, wants to keep the pit up. He's going to plant in it. Rimuru and Kelly are changing up the angle of approach. Know that they've got a little bit of space on the left side here to creep into side if they want to without really challenging the pit early on.
Just to try and potentially surround it. Oh, they're going to slide in, actually trying to go for quick contact, and this time the younger gun will prevail.
Yeah,
Ya, kalah cok.
You had a tragedy on the jet over on Breeze, but he has very much picked things up, I think, across the board. Team Secret looking much better on this map. And, look, this is yet another clean sweep prediction, much like the Gen G game. It's Team Secret versus PRX. I think I say more quack at 7-3 in the favor of Team Secret. In fact, I don't think I need to say anything else. Let's have a look into PRX instead.
Water to align properly where we're carrying for.
Yeah.
There should be better. Amen. Let's talk this. I mid, let's talk. I was mid. Nothing separate this time. Yeah. Guys, I might be a chop. Can you come back? Let me go B. Come. Bye, bro.
Now I see no trips. Oh, quick contact with the Paranoia Flash, though.
Yeah, that's nice from PRX. I mean, the Trailblazer went forward and they did indeed bait out the trap. The Paranoia to set Rimuru up. PRX doesn't get caught by it, but regardless, they've relinquished control and information over on that A side of the map. It's just Devi left on the lurk while the rest of PRX group up towards B. If they do head towards B, Berserks will take some pictures of them.
Still, though, it's not as though PRX doesn't have the utility to potentially break some of these setups or draw more out from Team Secret. Devi, just a bait here and there. Rimuru spotted, will go back. This, you know, on the A side without utility could be PRX's opening.
You've still got a relay bolt for Rimuru, but Paranoia's already been used earlier on by Sylvan, who will also tuck himself into the back of the site. This is a nice bait setup from Secret. Sylvan could go huge here.
As he sits down towards the back of sight. Progression smoke for himself. Oh, looking to enforce and impose around it. Gets the spray transfer and then Rimuru to swing out off contact as well. Fast lane just to allow for screen players to arrive. Devi tucked in deep, and unfortunately pinned down. 10 seconds remaining, and it's Rimuru who wants blood.
He's running them over.
Ngalah sih
Phenomenal.
Rimuru sih.
Sylvan and Rimuru just hold the site by themselves. Beautiful bunker smoke over on screen side, and it was such a fantastic bait setup. In fact, I think the Neon was meant to be the bait for Sylvan, but it ends up working the other way around. Great trade for Rimuru. Takes Device head off as well and dives straight through the orb. He's not interested in waiting for Forsaken to come for them. He's taking over the game.
Oh my god. Of all games to step up, and this is the one where he delivers. Might have a 9-3 half. PRX tries to pick up the pace now, buys in. Glass Cannon Vandal for Divine, but it almost doesn't matter, does it? Cage up, and even with the trips broken and gone, Berserks goes hunting alongside Bash. Oh, off the backside, and he just taps and taps. Up around the pillar as well as he continues to pick it through. Defy!
He was hoping for a post plat. He's like, okay guys, just get this fight down on B. I'll be there soon. Trust me. I'm in the Uber, I'm on my way guys, okay? Unfortunately, he never made it there. Kelly S catches him in transition. 9-3 from Team Secret. They were 3-9 on the defensive side against GE. There could not be more of a change-up. They get dominated on the first map. They have a terrible defensive side of split. But you cannot really fault Team Secret for not working on things week to week. This has just been a phenomenal turnaround. Not only map to map, but also, I guess, split to split, you could say.
Yeah, that's what surprises me. It's the fact that this is PRX's map pick and this is what's happening. I mean, I'm not one usually for superstitions, but is this really happening? Like, who's jinxing this right now? Fess up. I mean, NRG, someone, like, what's going on?
Oh man, 333 ACS for Rimuru.
This might be
That's an auspicious number if I've ever seen one.
333? Yeah, why not? The first, I think, series or map that Jing has played that he's not the MVP after the first half.
Wrap it up, it's over. That's the end of their era.
Oh my god, wow. Passionate fans, you love it. But yeah, Team Secret, the adjustment's great. Saw how much Sylvan got activated. PRX is not quite able to deal with that grab pressure. They tried, you know, fast plays around Garage.
Apparently that guy's shaving his head. Is what
that what
I will shave my head if Team Secret wins. Someone said that in the crowd. Okay,
oh,
a lady in the crowd.
My god. I've done that before. I do not recommend it.
I mean, you looked good with the shaved head. I think she could pull it off as well. Do you have any tips for styling that? Did you like rub? I mean, maybe I should be asking Clinton.
Yeah,
He's got a little bit more experience actually. Yeah. Either way though, Team Secret back onto the attacking side now, and this actually was the better of the two sides against GE. I don't think their attacking side actually needed much work. They were looking good. They're feeling very confident they can close this game out and push us to fracture.
Actually, they're going fast. Straight into the B site. Nobody's home. Divide somewhere on the balcony, but can't really do much. Remove.
Yeah, he's getting on the front foot here. He's got a little bit of action ahead of him.
Oh my goodness! Pre-fired Kelly S as well. Bit of support. Envy looks to strike back.
Yeah,
Terlalu pede sih itu.
well. He's got a really nice flank timing here.
There's a bit of smoke for PRX to cover their rear. But oh my god, look at this onto the side. Jesse Vash, Kelly S.
10-3 coba masa dibalikin jadi 13-4.
Chime in.
We got the HUD the right way around? Like, I know that's a glitch that happens sometimes. This is just domination back the other way. What is going on right now? That was the easiest pistol I've ever seen in my life for Team Secret. Running PRX override on a map that they have a lot of experience playing. It's not like they don't know how to play this comp. Just getting dumpstered.
They played this exact same thing against Nongshim.
Yeah.
They won that time. But
is Nongshim good, by the way, Quack? Like, is that a team that's good or something?
Yeah, Masters winner. Danby, perhaps you've heard of him.
Yeah, must have he got a bracelet or something like that. What was one of the bracelet?
Alright, well, Team Secret looking to hold on to their weapons. Just a Marshall, something with his own as well. Maybe a bit of a pickup for someone on PRX. Going to be Forsaken. That's going to be the go signal for Team Secret over onto the B site. 5v4 retake with...
Jadi tumbal lagi. Geser.
Is it possible?
I mean, Forsaken might take this duel on the flank, and he's already scoped up and ready. Kelly has to try to defend it, needs to not lose his life here, and look, Forsaken's taking a chunk out of him.
The rest of PRX trying to set up waterfall out from heaven. Whoa! Did he get caught by some kind of a trap? Either way, now with Envy ducked deep inside of hell, he's still gonna swing on through with the sheriff, but Kelly S and Rimuru just trying to buy more time over the
Marcel.
this time. Successful for PRX. The crowd erupts and things are normal again.
Yeah. I mean, rifles picked up at the end of that round as well. That's what I was looking at. Big investment from Team Secret going into that round. And they've handed some very nice prizes straight over to PRX, who have won the eco round. That makes me a little nervous for Team Secret. PRX definitely good enough to complete a comeback here on Split and still 2-0 this series. Despite all the hard work done. We just saw that happen to Barrel. Just gonna have one very good half and still lose the series 2-0.
Just don't let it go to 10-6, alright? PRX might take this round, but the next one is where you really want to get involved. Full 5 from Team Secret into Garage.
Forsaken doesn't get them on the spam, but he's going to stick around as well. He's very much on his lonesome here, and he's going to push the issue into the whole team.
Dapat 3.
2 for 1 is not too bad, and look at the quick flood from PRX.
Snake buying. Devi already angling towards the back side, not hit by the flashes. Paint shells coming in. Need I say more?
Something. Oh, beautiful guiding light to help him dive through the wall. Great teamwork from PRX, who keep 3 guns alive. Out of the eco. Secret no plan for them. Take a couple of guns away from PRX.
OP.
Trying to shoot themselves back into the game. We'll have to listen in once more. Mario drops.
Take the fucking copy on top. They never will be. Hold on, Yon. Can you flash me to the other close? Hold on. They smoke me off, I cannot say anything. Go middle, guys, at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them fatigue.
Yes, okay. You focus, what you...
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Forsaken looking to take another duel into B main. Takes the primary smokes out of the equation for Team Secret. They have got some serious problems now. They know that Operator is over towards Heaven, and Berserks is probably over on this A side of the map. Spike drop through the corner of the smoke. Forsaken is just making crazy plays in B main.
Then it goes something as well. A bit of pressure initially, but PRX does well to recover. Berserks, though, still active.
That could be a problem. We've only got Envy over on this A side of the map. There's a gaping hole in the defense right now that Forsaken is trying to plug. This guy is looking to make a trip around the world back to the A side now after winning 2 aim duels in B main.
Patron 2.
Which path do you take?
Ropes to A main, or A heaven rather, to meet up with Berserks. Don't mind that. This is a really good off angle from Envy though. Got a paranoia ready for Forsaken as well. I don't see how they're going to make this work unless somebody whiffs on PRX, and they would never do that. Definitely not against Nongshim.
I'm going to hold my tongue for now. 15 seconds. What are these two thinking? We're going into spawn, right back around screen. Really? Is there enough time? Hello? Forsaken jumps around, might get caught and pitched down. They're looking for the wall bank, but he's just sitting tight. 5 seconds. Team Secret. Slide overcook in a moment of hesitation. And it's PRX slowly but surely climbing back.
Well, they've kept it expensive at least, and the spike plant does go down. Berserks holds on to the hero rifle going into the next round, and interestingly, immediately drops it to Rimuru. So even after a tough game on Breeze, they recognize that this guy is heating up. Like within half a second, Berserks dropped that to the Neon and said, bro, take this. Go on, son. Let's see what you can do with it. And I think this is going to be a play we've seen from Team Secret before, where they set up Rimuru to try to find an early entry out B main in the start of the round. Forsaken's been very aggressive over here a couple of times.
And it's going to be full contact right through Garage once again, Forsaken, but this time with support from Jing.
Yeah, Jing covers in very well there. As I said, Team Secret has gone for that same
Double
opening
smoke.
around multiple times, and it has found them opening kills in their game against GE, but not this time. Sneaky man berserks, okay. He's juked the Trailblazer inside of the wall.
If they actually contact back through mail,
I mean,
they might not know.
it's not going to really make much of a difference because they're playing around mid being dirty anyway. And yeah, the guiding light's going to secure that information.
Everyone looks to set up around it. Block off garage, one less problem to worry about. Envy with pop flash just to allow for Jing Forsaken to swing. There's going to be a slight walk through, but there goes the trap the punch.
Yeah.
Sylvan to try to pick it up where it was left off. Sheriff into a Phantom. 3 more to go.
Kasata from the shadows to work with. 24 seconds on the next smoke and a paranoia. He's just not really being given another duel though. He's waiting for a mistake. And it's not being handed to him. Jing can cancel the plant with the boombot here potentially.
From the shadows, go. Cancel it. Do what Jing did before. Not likely. I'm kidding. It's 10 seconds left and he makes it a quick drop. Tries to bait out someone into the open. But look at PRX.
Yeah, statue cancels.
Is this the same PRX that we saw in the pistol?
Well, no. There's a little bit more pushback than that.
Nice.
How many in a row is that? 4 in a row for PRX. They are heating up now. Off the back of that eco win. Doing much better for themselves. Got to credit Team Secret. I didn't mind that opening to the round, especially given how hyper-aggressive Forsaken rather has been over towards B main. Really trying to catch him out. And again, he does go aggressive, but Jing's got him covered. For a timeout now for Team Secret. Haven't had many adjustments that have needed to be made into round 18. Is the first timeout taken by them because it's the first time they've really felt quite heavily pressured by PRX, who now have a fantastic economy built up.
The op being brought out as well. It's not over yet though. There's still a really good chance. I really love when players kind of get activated after a round or two. Like they start to get angry. When live hands you lemons, get angry, get mad. Demand to see Live's manager.
Yeah. Or ask for Calamasi instead, right?
Hey, nice. Wow. Okay.
Wow. All right.
That's a hell of a journey. Oh my god.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Even the desks. More sturdy, I think. Aggression on A main here. PRX looking to disrupt post timeout for Team Secret. But you look at the positioning of Team Secret, like the positions they're playing in right now really feels like they're expecting an A push here. Are they going to be ready for the operator?
Potentially not.
Ooh, dodged the guiding light nicely.
Uh-oh, something's going to go peeking. Is this where he gets punished? Has to cover Trailblazer though, so not too bad. Gives position to Berserks. Sudden slide from Rimuru, but quick response from something.
Dia langsung dia push ya.
Now starting to move across the board to Vi out through middle. Rimuru, however, dives in feet first into hell. Kelly S and Berserks though, brothers in arms will look to support. Envy tucked in backside, still trying to anchor it down. Wherever he moves, the line moves with him. As he swaps on over, tries to look for range. We'll put a dent into Sylvan's armor for now, but the guy is still alive. Jing saves the round from out around elbow and puts PRX up to an 8.
Envy does a very good job holding on to the back screens there. That round had layers to it. You could tell that Team Secret was ready for that aggression, but something really was only the break in that whole setup. You could see both side backside.
Yo man.
Playing behind the flower
Siapa lagi?
is kind of just set up around that
PRX.
jet. If something finds some success early in the round, then great. But even if he goes down or he goes one or gets pushed out,
Masih.
agents with flashes ready to punish Team Secret who are trying to speed up the operator.
Gacor mas.
Turn into an outlaw. Counter to the coming up. Seekers, however, from Secret.
They're wrapping A heaven back to male.
Something quickly swaps over to the sidearm. He's got a bit of support before Forsaken close by. Seekers is
Bulan 6 kan master.
information outside in towards row.
Master
I mean, Team
London.
Secret run all around the map, but still kind of ended up in middle without much else to work with there. Shot baited out from Rimuru. He's a little bit worse for wear as a result, but Jessivash does have the heal to patch him back up.
This still, however, means that as long as PRX doesn't overextend, doesn't give up, any leeway over to Team Secret, they should still be in control of this round.
Oh, and the next flash from Jessivash. Silver's got both of his smokes back, and I think that flash timing will be exactly what Secret are looking for.
Hierarchy
They've
base
still
stop.
got control of Vent for now, but there's a big setup here. G's got a rocket.
Sama-sama ada orang Indonya ini.
Now you're gonna get into B.
And also keep my eye on towards
Ini ya,
players still.
di tim secret berserk.
Lounging out the showstopper, full connection over onto Garage as
Oh iya,
something
dari
back
anu
over. A bit
dulu.
more support too as he takes
Apa ya?
over.
Ah ya.
Satu tuh dia cuman dia lalu.
Last player up from heaven will try to do a bit more damage. Shard got the pit.
Berserk.
So he can hold
Kayak
it,
ini
and that could
dari Mobile Legend.
enter.
Rimuru.
I mean, it's not much of a muchness at this point.
Di
It's getting a
Valorant
couple
tim
of exits
secret.
to keeping things a little bit more interesting, but Jing will clean him up nonetheless.
Sama-sama ada
I
Indo.
was saying, you can have a great defense, but if you get eco'd and just get dominated on your attacking side, you're still getting 2-0'd here by Paper.
Bagaimana kah caranya main
Good enough of a team that
Raze
is
ini?
rolling. Very hard to stop.
Iyo, kayak harus berapa degree situ? Kau ke depan, kalau dia kau sini ke atas.
Team Secret come up with in this round. Do have the overdrive and the pit to work with. It's big drought. Something spotted out over towards B on the operator, but pushed off the line.
Main jet saya tidak tahu.
But look at this mobilization from PRX in the middle.
Saya tidak tahu main jet lah, serius.
Taking full information on the A side of the
Intinya
map.
baru ulti no recall gitu.
But it will be a
Pokoknya
bit
yang penting
behind
tuh
the
share
wall.
iya.
Pit is there.
Biar nge-recall. Masalahnya saya tidak tahu main jet. Ngedes-ngedesnya itu.
But if PRX push down middle and deal with berserks, then they can potentially flank the pit.
You're gonna think twice before making that move, though. It's back over onto B site. Team Secret already spreading all across. Pit has gone up.
How did PRX play around this? Rimuru wanting to get active here, doesn't have a slide to work with anymore, so he will have to just take the path of least resistance and buy time playing around the spike inside the pit. Now Berserk's getting active, but something has marked him.
Keeping his eye on it. Has to pick the right timing possible. Goes past something. Wants to get involved over onto site. The pit a little bit too hard to break through, even with the blade storm. Something, however, still managed to run down around Garage. Berserks now shows himself in B. Has to deal with it. Manages to take him down, but then it's a 2v2 into site where the spike is beginning to go off. Jesse Vash, enough protection.
Yeah, nicely done from Secret. Just a simple, no-nonsense round. Sometimes is best. Both going down with the spike, though. That's gotten very expensive, and they don't really have the money to replace those weapons. Boosting their bonus a little bit, and PRX now have a bit more reset potential on the back end of things. Hit well, but yeah, I mean, just going for a B pop off the back of the Viper wall and ending in a post plant with the Viper's pit can be a recipe for success. Thought that PRX would play around it a little bit, but not the case.
Keeping it fun still, but now we've got judges in. And something begins with an op pick.
Yeah, Rimuru's been doing a lot of jump spotting for Team Secret and been taking a lot of these angles. He's got a great movement on the neon, but that is just a case of something being a little bit too quick.
It's a headshot. Wall back up, Jing in the corner. It goes unchecked, even with the flash as well. Something still gets away with threefold. Just Berserk's left into the cage. As he looks to put up a cage fight, unfortunately, the judge will be the one to execute.
The round for PRX. He had a brief moment of reprieve there from Team Secret. Not good enough, unfortunately. Losing the neon in the start of the round there. Great crosshair placement from something. Great movement in the mid round, preempting the B finish. It's the exact same case when the wall was placed towards the B side of the map in the last round from Team Secret. So something all over that. Timeout, the last one that Secret have on offer here. As mentioned. In round 20, they
2-0 Jo. Saya mau live Legend ini.
very next round, they get their money broken about as hard as you could possibly have it broken. Should be an easier 11th for PRX.
Really does push things to really tense situation.
Ya, 1-0 EVOS menang.
Overtime or bust on the cards for Team Secret now. They've made it such a big effort all the way in the first half. Is it really just going to come down to dust in this second?
Seen the exact same thing happen to Barrel earlier.
I really hope that's not the theme for today.
Yeah, I mean, the team's on the bottom of the table. How much more punishment can you really endure?
Coba.
Stage 1 of Pacific.
Pinjam HP nih. Pinjam HP.
Timeout from Coach Robotics and Team Secret with a full 5-man approach into A site. Flashes get traded. Something sees all.
Be careful not to lose the operator here, though. Paranoia goes up in towards heaven. Iffy to defend as the next guiding light goes through the smoke, but so far so good. Rifle picked up, and Team Secret will take the A site.
Pasifik ini, Pasifik.
Okay for PRX for now.
Kau lihat thumbnailnya.
Can you
Stop.
withstand the assault? A weird flight path, but he still gets an easy way, unfortunately, to his death. Still, though, Forsaken is on a rampage. Kilimanjaro as PRX ties up the score.
Sekarang
11. And if you're wishing for Team Secret to be able to get themselves an upset here, or even just a map, don't think that you
coba diisi, bisa diisi itu.
Ayo, tidak ini.
Tidak.
ending to Smooth that you were hoping
Tabin apa yang Bin?
Siapa tahu harus dapat akses.
Sebenarnya harus izin. Dibilang.
over-aggressive. Well aware
Kan
that
kalau mau anu kan katanya ya anu saja. Siapa tahu mau diisi itu.
Well, he was ready to slam, but the slam was not necessary.
And something is just going to continue to be omnipresent with his operator. Now over onto mid. Reveals his presence.
It's around. Flies straight past his head. Jing one closer to the showstopper as him and Forsaken. Oh, sorry, it's Envy this time with him inside of B main.
Tidak muncul anunya lah.
Do find a decent timing, but with all of PRX
Notifnya lah.
oh dear. Okay. Be careful, mate.
He's done it before. This time Jesse Vash is ready and wise to it.
Gitu dia.
He's clear, guys. Don't worry.
Hah?
Keep going.
Tiba-tiba 3 anjing.
Forsaken, it's all clear, bro.
Nggak ada, Cok.
Unfortunate. A as well. I mean, yeah, they've just been allowed to walk into both sides of the map for free. This is crazy. This is really nice patience from Sylvan as well. He's just waiting for them to get closer and closer into a position that where the flank over on Heaven can be more of a problem. Something gonna just tuck his butt in the corner.
Very slight paper thin margins. If he's gonna get caught with his off out, the screen gonna provide him some additional cover more than being.
Has to be careful, he just gets caught on the cross here. Nice shot from him. Two-man advantage for Secret. Paranoia further zoning this retake away. What a read from Team Secret.
Dua lagi.
Red PRX
Oh my
there.
god, Jesse Vash. He's looking to rip their economy away from them, at least a buy.
They've got decent money here, but yeah, I think past 2 rifles saved over this.
Dua lagi yuk.
For sure.
Sayo.
I don't know that they're going to have an operator going into round 24. Attackers don't often pick it up.
Ente.
They're quite happy to play rifle sentry. Nice stuff from Team Secret. Punishment taken for retaking that B space. And then pivot back over to A with the 2-man lurk.
Ote.
Given the way the rounds have gone, I was not expecting this
Ote
to
kah?
happen. But once again, PRX seemingly.
Let's see if that's going to be the case. That's a bit of a curse coming in from Jesse Vash, but he does have the Seekers to work with, so I back him with the confidence. The problem is the pit and the showstopper are ready to go for PRX. Just thrown out over onto the A side of the map, and there is the pit inside of it. Got the showstopper ready to punish anybody who tries to speed up into that pit. And look how slow this round is from Team Secret. What you saw from them on Breeze is just completely hands off the
Kayak
keyboard.
tanya masih lama dia di sana. Ayo Oktober sih. Dia tetap dia urus. Kayak kos-kosannya itu tuh ya. Mau kerja. Juragan itu. Juragan. Juragan dia. Hah? Gue cari dia itu. Tiba dan ceweknya istri. Sudah mati. Overtime. Masa anjing. Ya, tinggal satu, tinggal remove. Wah sih. Jago. Iya. Jauh sekali ya main Reza. Sampai sehat ya atau main Ryzen, main Jet, main Omen. Saya tidak tahu. Iya oke itu saya tidak tahu main.
Kontrol smoke-nya teh.
Iya bahkan dia mesti
Smoke-nya tuh dia ada yang taruh parit. Taruh parit itu kan ya.
Itu.
Jatuh di bawah dia di atas. Kalau taruh panahnya di obstacle itu. Pas angkut berarti dia di atas.
Saya sampai sehat ya. Paham main agent itu.
Saya biasa sampai lihat map dulu. Dan ada titiknya di map itu. Ada titik di map. Gerak-geriknya pula. Lihat map dulu. Itu baru.
Saya tidak paham. Ini juga saat saya paling tidak tahu main. Masih
malam kok weh.
Tapi rankku tidak naik-naik. Mati dilawan le.
Ada kapten sama ini.
Mainan dia pakai kabelan dia. Jarang dia main sana. Jaringan jelek. Kau mau jual PC ini? Berapa jet? Dia apa kan?
Speknya
Ryzen 5000 series baru video apa nih? Oh Radeon tuh. Anu kemarin suka tes Apex. Berapa RAM? Enak. Nanti yang 20. 20 yang 20 memang. Itu pun masih mid range. Belum high end. High end 30. Tapi Legion sih. Kalau yang mid range Legion. sudah.
Ada yang 15.
Step forward into sight.
Iya.
Two getting taken down with Envy for support. Something as his eyes strain towards the top of
Eish.
and he quickly finds a duo. Just Sylvan left as he steps across, trying to right the wrongs,
Yeah.
but unfortunately the wrongs are all that we will see on screen. PRX will extend this overtime.
Yeah, really nice retake on the defense there. Dealt with Rimuru, who was being set up by the Sky Utility over on screen side. Neon doesn't find any success. Jesse Bash can't see anything. His old age is kind of getting the best of him there.
Saya cuma main ini, Cok. Sahage.
The players on the front foot don't have any impact.
Smoker Claw sama agent baru.
The late wrap into heaven is going to be something that's very easy for the defense to deal with.
Apa yang baru tuh kacamata? Tejo. Itu juga mau masalahnya.
Tejo solah, Cok.
Yang bagang-bagang banyak itu juga.
Iya.
Tejo tuh.
Tejo atau Breeze?
Breeze selama.
Tejo berarti.
Kan sama-sama kan
Iya.
Congregate towards this A position or not.
I mean, again, Secret have taken the whole map. They pushed all the way through B main, hands off the A site with 2 kill trips. And PRX stuck in the middle of the map. It's going to take his one player on Secret to make a mistake here.
Kalau di kompen sudah 40 orang maju plan.
PRX looking to explore around a little bit. They do it as a duo and they will take down Sylvan this time. Makes it a little bit tougher on the retake, but Berserks brings things back.
And Devi inside Bale though needs to deliver. At close range, something under pressure on the side.
Weh, lancar saya main burung, Bro.
It's going to be paranoia that perhaps emboldens the team to go peeking, and it works out well for Saken. Quick with the snap. Just Berserks left in his position has already been noted. Drops down. Clear as day. Something dunks on top.
Ternyata dia kok kita mau flash. Tinggal kita mau ikut juga.
Maksudnya bawa ikut babi.
Iya kayak kan misalnya
itu fake trick shot gitu.
satu kali dulu tuh ada orang, berarti yang kedua bisa sudah kita tembak karena pasti kita blend dia. Kecuali dia
itu bawa bunyinya kalau
ada orang.
Kalau tadi tapi ada sendiri bunyinya, kalau tidak ada orang ya ada dia bunyi.
Iya, itu ya. Kayak kompapus kan. Yang pertama kan pasti cek orang dulu tuh. Oh ada orang itu. Yang kedua boy. Iya, blending. Baru kita maju api.
Dari dulu kan begitu ya.
Saya kemarin tidak. Cuma sana. Cuma jadi burung bacek blinding. Oh, ada orang. Sudah cuma gitu, tiada bagus. Main Phoenix. Main Phoenix saya tahu. Cuma malas saya. Karena kalau kita sudah enter ini di belakang batahan. Tiada mau maksoan, tiada baterai. Iya makanya saya main di yang sama orang di Discord. Ya, pertanyaan lagi.
Doesn't matter what agent you put this man on, he is good for a multi-frag. He's played Chamber, Sky, Viper just in this stage alone. Then you go back even further, this guy's playing Deadlock, Breach on GE, like, this guy, you can really put him on anything.
Bot bisa draw lagi dorong.
Love to see it.
Tidak, kalau biasa kita kan di kompe bisa draw.
Kalau di kompe draw sampai 15 ya?
Tidak, sampai ada satu orang menyerah.
Oh,
yang badraw sendiri. Nanti si orang sudah sampai 15. Muncul saat, fuck itu sih.
especially if you take
Eh,
the
untuk
time out,
play.
you give PaperX's coaching staff a word in here, they're going to recognize that tendency and start to play around it a little bit. So, although this whole series, I've been like, yes, compared to the
Ih, sudah
series,
sudah
they've been
enak
so much
main.
more aggressive, they've been taking initiative. This is a round where I wouldn't mind if they pulled an op-out or they, you know, play a judge in a close position and just trust a really dirty
Untuk
setup. Because I think that, you know, if I'm PaperX here,
Hah?
I'm expecting them to kind of slow this round down a little bit and see if Team Secret are
Oh,
going
iya.
to press on them a bit more.
Dua Indonesia dulu.
tiga malah.
They'll offer the time
Anu
Monyet.
monyet.
as Team Secret.
Iya monyet kan dua satu.
Definitely a different
Yang freak show itu di mana tim? Jadi yang
Anu
mau.
mengganti jingle lah le.
Jadi?
Dia punya segitiga.
Ah iya itu.
I like this setup for Secret though. You know, you've got the Sky and the Neon being active over on the A side of the map with the trips.
Oh,
You're kind of looping
itunya.
PaperX maybe into a false
Kalau begitu dia ke bawah, kalau dia ke atas
towards middle.
Dia
He's
anu
looking to
kalau di
take
sana
some
ada
space and he might just dive for free here.
kayak kotak.
kayak kotak itu tuh.
Iya.
Dia di atas kotak dia punya segitiga.
somewhat even, not really, because Remove finds the exchange as
Kan
well.
dia visualnya
Just
kan
pressing trigger, slow to run to the B
kayak
side, but
visual
it's
itu
now
gitu
just
dia
the
mah
two
dia punya
duelists
smoke.
remaining.
Iya, berarti bawa one way dia.
Now,
Kalau di atas kotak.
paint shells and the showstopper if he could just
Tapi kalau kayak di window begitu dia bermain model.
It's gonna be big for
Kalau
PaperX.
di Vino biasa dikasih pakai
Trailblazer
game
doesn't really spot out too much.
Karena
Jake
biasanya
is
bas smoke,
hungry for the hunt.
ini windownya.
Close contact, though.
Ternyata dia di bawah.
Ruru dodges.
karena tak
Quick
turun.
movement
Iya, tak turun,
onto site,
tak turun di bawah.
unable to respond. Team Secret now
Kayak begini kan.
onto series point.
Yes,
Windownya di
Oh,
situ.
tak jatuh. Iya di bawah.
Ternyata dia tak keluar.
Nah, segitiganya.
Di drop di tali-talinya.
Di bawah segitiganya.
see that from Remove.
Di tali-talinya itu dia.
Would have been drawing skulls after Breeze, but he's feeling a little bit more optimistic now.
Apa ini smoke-man ini?
PaperX
Kalau kayak Green kan juga dia ada titiknya tuh.
Iya, sekarang.
a bit of a fake orb inside
Ah.
middle, but indeed Team Secret were playing around it. I think that's off the back of seeing the Neon
Wah, dia
and the Sky over towards the A side of the map early on. They might have thought that it couldn't be a 1-3-1 perhaps.
Ke saat itu main
They were wrong.
Jet.
berarti yang pasti begitu masih ada yang
Potentially be. Ooh, starting things off with
dia
Envy instantly
keluaran
onto a
masih
triple
pakai
kill.
Alright,
Yang mana?
so another OT.
NS kan
NS ada.
NS
Smokes up now.
dia kasih kalah kemarin dia
What's
Paris
the response gonna be?
Tidak.
itu apa kemarin Master
Master.
Master tuh
But
Toronto.
no extension for PaperX just yet. Something trying to take its time
Toronto.
to mark the back exit as well.
Santiago.
Taken with a flash, and now you definitely know where
Toronto anu kayak kemarin
PRX mana?
how do you want to take the fight.
Bisa Toronto PRX.
Kelly's being allowed to walk up pretty close
Oh
here.
no.
Hold on, he's got the spike, and that's going to be another pit deployed. Just Defy dealing with Jinx. Something's got the kill on the
Fanatic.
flank, but this is a winnable
Iya,
1-on-2
Fanatic.
with the pit down now.
Something have no shorty.
Oh, that is cheeky. He's got into screens here. Oh, Defy was so ready for it. He's seen that pit before. He's like, I know that one. He watched her wrap into screens, and he just posted up.
Wow.
That was so winnable for Kelly, though. You saw that 2-on-4 coming together for sure.
What is it about this map? But hell yeah. Defy.
Something is-
Kalah kemarin
he's
Tim Secret.
nervously smiling. He's like,
Lawan Renki.
Yeah. I mean, PaperX.
ini stage 1 masih apa ya masih grup
There
Yeah.
were multiple situations in which, you know, when they were playing against the back foot, you started to see them sweat, and Forsaken tucks himself into the corner on Tree, like things that you never would have seen him do. It almost felt like that was gonna be it. But
Weh.
I was there to deliver.
Kayak kalau Jet kan dia
Hope.
That's rough for
kan
Kelly
des
to be
ngedes dia toh.
like a second too late there.
Set biasa mau ngedes ke samping, ke depan.
tekan W
Tak tekan W. Saya tidak paham konsepnya sebenarnya bagaimana kah?
In response,
Dia kalau ngedes bagaimana?
a lot of activity
Jadi,
from Alex in the coaching.
WASD itu
Let's see
tekan
what he
for
comes
des.
up with now on this attacking
jadi
side
kalau
of
kamu
PaperX.
des ke kanan
Again,
Kan
di dulu kamu pencet
dia kan di E dulu toh, muncul itu anunya.
Constantly been changing
Angin-anginnya di badannya.
You've seen them push all the way
iya
out
kau
B.
tekan dulu kau
Attacker
punya
spawns. You've seen
Skill
multiple
dash
times
it,
where they
yeah.
get aggressive
D baru
on A.
des
In that last game, it looked like they were prepping a mid trap as they dropped the orb.
apa
A lot of depth built up on this
Berarti kalau kayak ada bapik begini kan, berarti ini harus saya tahan dia atau tidak? Tidak mungkin ditahan.
nanti pas kamu bahagia satu baru kau tekan gini
Bersamaan berarti.
sama
Tapi Besko cuma Desto, dia ke depan.
Iya, depan itu harus yang Desto. Ah.
Nathan ya.
Saya kira
Yeah, especially with the screen blocking off the flash as well. At least Jing has managed to avoid it. Something quick in with a response and kind of spams as well from Kelly. Yes, Jing, he's made it all the way past.
Yeah. He's got some space there.
Bismillah kita.
Team Secret in hot pursuit, just speeding things up right behind them.
PRX trying to shake them off their tail. Out with a flash, in with a TP. Trying to get the spike down just quick as well. Forsaken though.
Bener tidak makan.
Exposed to multiple angles.
Tidak.
From behind.
Tiada yang kasih ingat saya makan.
The one player remaining.
Apa dikasih ingat? Saya kok lapar makan.
Not quite able to bring
Yo,
forward
ada
1v1.
sudah ada ini.
Back in towards Elbow where no collateral either. Team Secret now fanning all across.
Berarti bawa tanah.
Onto a crouch.
Oh.
Another variation.
Ali bisa coba dengan ini.
The late
Dia suaranya.
to heaven after PRX take ramp control. I mean, it's something that's very important in this current meta, and even in the last meta with Yoru, is that these attacking side defaults with the double duelist, where you start the round off taking ramp control, you need to have a lot of different variations of how you deal with it, so you're not too readable on the defense, and that's what we've seen from Secret today. We've seen them with the Trailblazer
Basic
plays
tapi.
where the Neon goes up close. You've seen the late retake setup.
Kayak champion paling bagus itu.
Down ramp and wrap in from main side, and that time they allow PRX to come up into that ramp
Jeng,
space and
pertama
then
itu.
take from Vents and Heaven.
Yang kedua, full masli ya. Tidak terlalu full masli masih.
Round adjustments. Now as PRX
Eh.
back over on the defense.
Orang tadinya lah.
I mean, Envy is just saying nobody can come out A main early on. Every defensive round, he takes at least one player down on that same angle over on the other side of the map. Something's got all of the B main control and the space.
He pushed all the way through before. I wonder how much stake Team Secret puts into it. They will still try to break past this crossing, however, and it's gonna be Envy who comes up with the Killtacular 4K.
Terlalu banyak dulu.
It's Groundhog Day for Team Secret. They tried to go back to A. Envy said, I told you last time, guys, don't come back here. Made myself very clear.
Balik.
It's a multi-OT thriller.
Tangan tadi makanan.
Okay. Fire it up, you love it.
He's at the right. Let's be honest.
On fire, oh.
Well, there's quite nice textures on this map. I don't know if you've taken the time to really appreciate them sometimes, Matt. Sometimes you just want to take a moment to, big ups to map designers. Yeah, that's a nice door. That's a nice B fake. That's a nice trailblazer into middle for Team Secret to confirm that nobody from PRX is there. Now they're going back to A to meet up with Divide. Maybe. I don't know if they're decided yet,
Not hearing anything from Secret yet. You might be in for a rude surprise as Divide holds the angle well. Anticipates more as well, but
Why double pick, cowok?
over on the other side of the map, Trailblazer in towards A Heaven. Isolation has been deprived from Team Secret for now, but it's difficult to the east side of the map.
Kenapa?
Some people join them. The thing is that Seamash is jiggling that info line. He's not seeing anything A main. He's jump spotting there.
Langsung muter-muter terus mata tiap hari. Tiap waktu.
Sus as Team Secret here. They're going to go retake A main. But they're still very far out of position. It's getting a
Apa
little
kamu jadi Kurohige? Udah tidur.
Vash is caught onto it, but still the spike goes down on B regardless.
A nice open plant for PRX here. Not a whole lot of utility in the post plant. I mean, guiding light and paint shells should help. There's another smoke onto Heaven side if Forsaken's going to play up close.
Envy late lurk? Question mark? It's going to be Forsaken. He can hold down onto this. Quick trade. Sylvan pushes through with the flash. Forsaken just trying to hold down onto side. It's something. Oh! Angle anticipation. Envy not even needed. PRX takes the lead.
Serious point again. And Secret losing around on the defense for the first time in a while. A defense was definitely the rock solid of the two halves. And I swear to God, Quack, if I see 5 people outside A again and he'd be on A ramp.
Nah, look at the mini map, man.
I think they've learned their lesson. Yep. Yep.
Okay. We'll see if they can play tricky around it as well, potentially preserve.
Nah.
Oh no, actually it's back towards middle.
Quick pacing, straight up into middle, guiding light plus remover, just diving up heaven with the judge in hand to buy under pressure. But a paranoia will keep him alive for now.
Oh no, he steps out into the open, at least Forsaken makes it even. Something puts up a good
Yeah.
wall outside of Garage, and this might be it. Jesse Vash out towards heaven, low HP, but Kelly's with the swing as well will take down Forsaken. Envy and Jing.
Yeah, Jesse Vash has actually kind of slipped the net here. He might just walk to A, which is kind of crazy. The Trailblazers going looking for him. They know that he was in that part of the map. Kelly has not spotted out by the Trailblazer. He's once again one off the pit, but Jesse Vash is barely clinging to life. They get an open plant. LES is playing this one very slowly. I'm getting quite concerned. 10 seconds for the next guiding light.
He's so far off, he's not seeing anyone outside of stairs. Could be late to the
Ay,
mark.
kasi bahay ka daw.
Jing with a kill picked up now. It's going to be quick sprint over onto the defuse. They tap onto it, get in at least half. It's Kelly's now as he arrives out from heaven. Envy just sticking, he's not letting go. Pros, do not fake.
Gila.
Down to the end of it all. Every bullet has its billet, and this one, unfortunately, always had Team Secret's name written on the side.
I mean, that stick at the end is just insult to injury. Envy really driving the point home right at the end of the series. Chucked on the bench of a team that he has carried for year on year on year, and now he finally gets his revenge over his old roster. PRX pushed very, very close down to the wire there on split. I think Secret were well and truly good enough to win it. And that's where you get the resilience and the clutch factor back for a PRX that is getting very close to locking playoffs at this point.
Just a couple more teams to go, but still, performance from Team Secret, admirable on this split. They played against their idols, said Ruru, and they also definitely, stepped up here and there.
There you go, they're going to take a bow. Bit of a slip up against Genchi in their last series, and look, it got definitely close on the second map there. A couple of little, hard-stopping moments for a PRX who's having some trouble against teams that they should probably be beating pretty cleanly. At least we saw that over on Split. I think as they iron out some more of the issues going deeper and deeper into this stage, I think PRX looking to tee themselves up another spot.
Yo.
네, 오늘 경기 승리를 거둔 PRX의 찡 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다. 가장 먼저 브리즈에서 어마어마한 샷을 보여줬습니다. ADR 241이고요. KDA 5.3을 기록했습니다. 그리고 오늘뿐만 아니라 최고의 폼이다라는 평가가 나오고 있는데